Today's video is going to be all about installing this hard drive. There's many different types of hard drives that are compatible with the PlayStation 5. I picked up this one specifically because it has PlayStation 5 written on top of it. Also, it was on sale. It's a really good deal. You can be checking right now to see if it's on sale for yourself compared to a lot of other models that are out there. Because the PlayStation specifically requires a few things. One, it needs to have a heatsink. As you can see, there's visibly one on here, already pre-built, already installed. Now, you can get one without a heatsink and then apply your own, but it does require a heatsink because these types of things get hot, especially when they're used a lot. The other thing is it needs to be an NVMe hard drive, obviously. And then lastly, it needs to be a Generation 4 NVMe hard drive, specifically so that they can get up to 7,000 speeds. Then all you really need is a screwdriver and the hard drive. But this is the PlayStation 5. This is the disc version. This method or this install will work for the disc version or the non-disc version. It's really simple, so we'll just jump right in and show you guys what it is all about. So here's the PlayStation 5. If you have one already, super simple. To get this installed, you have to take off the base. Of course, if you have yours standing up on the base, then you'll unscrew this. It's one little screw on the bottom here. That way you're going to be able to take the sides off. So PlayStation is very simply put together, and they make it really easy for you because I'm assuming that this is the only way to expand the hard drive is because I don't know of a way to take out the internal hard drive, but this way you can just take this off. So the easiest way to get this off, so you lift up and you press this way and it comes off, and then it exposes the interior of the PlayStation. So here's the interior of your PlayStation. There's the fan. Good opportunity to blow out any dust that may be in there. This is where the disc tray is. If you don't have the disc version, this will be flat and you won't see any kind of disc or anything there. Here's the hard drive bay. And all you need is your screwdriver, just a Phillips head screwdriver. So you place your screwdriver into there. And then voila. So you just lift this little door up, just like so. And that's going to expose the bay area. Now, this is where you get your hard drive out, kind of get it ready. And then here's the hard drive itself. So as you can see, so if you're looking inside of here, this part is where the hard drive is going to stick into. So we're going to put it into there. And then you have several different sizes. So there's different sizes that'll fit for this particular one. So you could have the smaller version all the way to the bigger one, all the way back to here. This screw is actually the screw that you're going to undo in order to secure your M.2 in its place. Same screwdriver. This will fit this little tiny screw here. Just make sure you don't lose these. Cool. So that comes out all in one piece. And again, you want to make sure you get that washer and the screw. So here is the hard drive. We're going to get this out of this little holder. And then again, there's the pins. And I forgot to mention this, so make sure you update your PS5 first, then unplug everything, obviously, and then you're gonna get this in place. So cool. So we have the hard drive, it's in its pins. I'm gonna take this little washer, it's a little silver cylinder looking thing, just like that. I'm gonna place it over the hole of where we're gonna have the screw. So it's gonna basically be the brace for, the screw, but also the brace for the actual unit, so it can sit nice and flat. So right now it's flat down and it's sitting on top of that ring that we pulled from the top insertion. And then we'll just place the screw in there and then we'll screw it right back in. That's nice in place, nothing's wiggling or wobbling other than the PlayStation itself. Now we get the cover back on it, so that's nice and good in place. We get this cover back on. Cover it right on up. Screw it back in place with the same screw that we took out earlier. We'll place the cover back on. So just place it back on. So instead of if it's facing you from instead of left to right, you're gonna push it right to left. Should hear it snap. I'm gonna go ahead and put my base back on as well too. You don't have, like, it stands up nicely just without the base, but I put the base on there because I don't want to lose it. And that's it. Pretty simple, pretty easy to get installed once you get all that stuff in there. Now we just need to plug it up and see what it says. All right, so it says to use the M.2 SSD, you need to format it. When you format the M.2 SSD, all the data on it will be deleted. If you want to continue using your PlayStation without formatting, turn off the PlayStation, remove it, and then cool, yeah, it's totally fine. Formatting it will be no problem at all. So we're formatting it. Oh, wow, it's going pretty fast. 60, oh, it's done. So it gives us our read-write speeds as well too, which there is 6,217 megabits per second, which is very nice. 7,000 is the max, so we're just shy of that 7,000 by what, 683? Not a big deal. My console has 662 gigabytes, which is supposed to be a terabyte, right? It's not a terabyte, but we're beyond that. We've moved beyond that. So 662 gigabytes, or sorry, 667 gigabytes of total storage, 34 gigabytes free. There's no game I can install a PS5 era on here without uninstalling another game. So it's one reason why I wanted to upgrade my hard drive immediately, or as soon as I could. Ghost of Tsushima, the PS5 version. Select items to move. We're gonna move that over to the M.2. Say 60 gigabytes. Let's see how long it takes. Hopefully it doesn't take long. Oh, it's not taking long at all. Not at all. I have this SSD with the Elect Gear PS5 heatsink. Nice. God of War is awesome. Played that since the PSP days. I never played the older God of Wars. This is just last one that came out for the PlayStation 4. Was the very first God of War. Actually, I did play the older God of Wars, but I only played the demos for them on the PlayStation 1. So this last God of War had me hooked up. One of my favorites of all time. And we're done. That was fast. So now we have more space available on our internal hard drive, which should perform at the same speeds as our now other hard drive we just installed. So pretty cool. Moving things is not bad at all. I do want to also try to install something, but I don't know if I have any PS5 games that I'd want to install. Yeah, there we go. So we moved all of our stuff over to, or one game over to the new hard drive. So pretty sweet. But yeah, it's that easy. If you guys are looking into upgrading your hard drive, it can be very easy for you.